Hi, welcome to my channel, Zen and Fit. I would appreciate it if you could hit the like and subscribe button. Today I'm going to be talking about workplace burnout, which is, it's a common thing for everybody who has ever maybe had a job or a career in their lifetime. This is definitely a common theme among therapists who've been working in the field for several years. And so I just kind of wanted to give an overview of burnout and when, that may be arising for you and, what steps maybe you need to take to address that. So, especially for therapists who are working in the mental health field, it's common for us to encounter burnout for a multitude of reasons. A lot of it sometimes can be due to, listening to clients and hearing some of their trauma stories can create basically vicarious trauma for us because, we're human beings. And when we're hearing, traumatic events, that can be emotionally draining for us as well, aside from, what our clients have been, experiencing in their lifetime. Other reasons why, especially therapists in particular experience burnout, some of it can be due to salary. Maybe some therapists feel like, especially if they're working for an agency, maybe they feel like, hey, you know what, I'm not getting paid my worth. And especially when you're, in this high inflation environment that we're currently living in, when you're trying to, basically pay bills and meet your needs, and that's not really being fulfilled, that can be stressful and that can be emotionally draining for you, and that can contribute to burnout. A third reason why especially therapists encounter burnout, maybe they're dealing with issues from peers working in the field. Maybe that could be coworkers or whatever, or maybe supervisors who you report to. Maybe you're not getting, support that you need at your job to adequately do your job. And so, that causes, unnecessary stress. And if that's never addressed, then, you're drained. And what burnout really looks like is, maybe, you have a negative attitude, you feel emotionally and physically exhausted, you have no maybe interest in going to work, you dread it. Those are, common characteristics that people encounter when they're burnout. And even though I'm discussing, burnout among mental health professionals, particularly therapists, this is common in other fields as well. I mean, if you're listening to this video and you work in the medical field, or maybe you're a teacher or some other professional, I'm sure you can relate to this, even in your own fields where you've encountered maybe some form of burnout or had, peers who've you appear to you to be burnout in the field. So this isn't just isolated to therapists, it's across the board. And one thing I just want to, take note of, it's, we're human beings and burnout does happen. And, it is very common. But the first thing is to addressing burnout is acknowledging that, hey, I am burnout, being aware of those symptoms that you're experiencing, and not ignoring it, because it's not just going to go away. And so, after you have acknowledged that, hey, you know what, I'm tired or I'm drained from, my job, the next step is figuring out what you want to do next. Do you want to continue working in your profession, whether if you are a therapist or maybe working in some other profession? Or do you need an actual change? Maybe you need to pursue a different career, find another path in life. And so for maybe therapists, specifically, maybe instead of providing direct services, maybe you've been doing direct services for 7, 10, 15 years and you're tired and you're drained from that. Maybe you need to explore, other career paths, such as maybe being a consultant or a supervisor or something else. Or you may need to take a step back and, do something totally different, just get out of the field of therapy, the mental health field completely. Or if you're in a different profession, maybe that, instead of you teaching or, working in the medical field, you explore a different career. You know, it's not the end of the world to have to change paths if that's what you need to do, you know, for your emotional and physical health. And so, you know, in summary, I just wanted to, you know, bring it up because, you know, this is common for all of us, especially as adults, you know, dealing with daily life and other responsibilities that, you know, you may have on your plate. It's just important just to be able to be in the moment, to acknowledge what's going on in your life. And if, you know, burnout is present, how do we change that? And the first step is acknowledging it and identifying it. I hope you found this video helpful, and I would love to see your comments regarding, you know, dealing with burnout, whether you have worked in the mental health field as a therapist or if maybe you're in some other profession. You know, I would love to see your comments. Please like and subscribe to this video and to my channel. And until next time, take care.